Alright, let's do this one again. This is an interesting one. This is a Infinitrack deck, which there's some really neat machine card stuff. I should look into making a machine deck. But for the time being, my main and most detailed deck is my Math Mech deck. So first he goes into his combos. Out comes Machina Gear Frame, Machina Unclespar, Unclespar? Whatever. Summons it, mills, or sends to graveyard rather. Goes into Gigantex. Gearbox. To Infinitrack Trencher. Super Express Bullet Train gets special summoned. Then goes into Double-Headed Anger Knuckle. Don't know exactly what that does, but you know. If I spent all this time reading the cards, we'd be here all day. I should mention, all of these card activations took like a solid 10 to 30 seconds between each on his end. Which makes a little more sense when he's reacting to stuff I'm throwing out, but when he's doing his own combos, you think he'd know it a little better. Balance of Lord becomes Link Devotee. Then activate Link Disciple's effect to tribute Link Devotee. Draws a card, send Pot of Desires because he has anti-spell fragrance up. Use Devotee's effect to get the 2 tokens. Then Link 2 into Cyber's Wicked. Then I use Mathematic Addition onto him, which activates Wicked's effect. Banish Balancer Lord. Wicked searches a tuner. Balancer Lord special summons it. Go into IP Mask Arena. Normal summon Diameter using Balancer's effect. Go into Alamberdian. Search out Multiplication. And then I go these into Splash Mage because I need to have 3 slots open on field. And use Nabla's effect to give Wicked 2 attacks this turn. And then he plays his combat from his graveyard for like a solid 10 minutes. Turn 3, he goes back to comboing. I activate Super Factorial as soon as possible, so that I can get a Prime Mathmech Laplacian on field. Laplacian's effect will let me protect other cards by detaching a material from it, but most importantly, use its effect to discard 1 monster and 1 spell or traps, which gets rid of anti-spell fragrance. Which I don't actually end up needing. No, wait. No, I do end up needing that, so it's good that I did that. Here's where I go into Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. He keeps activating his effects. I summoned Laplacian with Math Mech Diameter, which gives it an Omni Negate. If I negate that effect. But based on how the rest of this turn went, I think I probably should have saved that. It has been some time since this duel went down, so I forget exactly if I needed it later in the duel, or later in the turn. No, that was actually good. That would have been him swarming slightly faster. Maybe, I don't know. This seems like one of those decks that's really hard to stop. I didn't have an Ash in hand, so I was kind of boned from the start. Rivertrack and Harvester going to Clyfort Genius. The local man plays Clyfort for some reason. That's a joke, I understand it has a place in machine decks. Continues as combo. Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Dora. I swear, this turn took, like, actually 10 minutes. No exaggeration. Starting my turn, he uses Super Dreadnought's effect to give it self-protection. Use Addition to get another on board. Use Splash Mage to get another on board. Splash Mage in Addition into Transcode. Use Transcode in Addition into the Access Code. Access Code targets Transcode to gain 3,000 attack. Cyburst Mining to send multiplication. Gain Nabla. Activate multiplication's effective at 8,000 attack. Then Access Code goes through a process of banishing link monsters from my graveyard to destroy cards on field. You know, normal Access Code stuff. I did that with Nabla to give Avermax a second attack that turn. Here you have Infinitrack player desperately trying not to lose, so he goes into another combo. Machina be like, apparently. Pulls out Dingirsu. Sends Avermax. Avermax shuffles Stingirsu off of the field. The only reason Diameter was on the board there was to get at Nabla the previous turn. So that was fine. Machina player just continuing to combo off of my turn. You know, as you do. While he was doing his turn, I was counting link monsters in the graveyard to see if I had enough to get rid of all this stuff. And I did. In fact, I had actually one more, but I didn't need it. Goes to show, if you can combo off, it doesn't matter if you can still can't actually deal with your opponent's board, which is why people use access code. Anyway, good duel. I actually really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.